Hey, y'all, welcome back to Lemon the First. And if you're new, welcome. And what you waiting for, bro? Doing the fan. Okay, so if you're here, it means that you either got accepted to UJ and you want to know what to expect, or you're thinking of going to UJ and again, you want to know what to expect, or you just bored. But anywho, or you got rejected, but you still wanna know, and then you wanna hate on it properly and be like, oh, it wasn't all there in the first place. Okay, so either way, yeah, welcome. Either way, yes. So welcome to the video. I will be talking about all things that are UJ, unless if the video runs too long, and then I'll have to split it into two parts. And then if it is two parts, the next video will be posted shortly after this, and you can find it in my um playlist called Student Lifestyle. Okay. Yes, so do make sure you like, comment, and subscribe here, because I do be posting all things student related as well as other things. Okay, but do make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Okay, without wasting time, let's get into the video. Okay, y'all, so like I said, I'll be talking about everything that is UJ. Okay, so first things first, I will start by saying that UJ has this tendency to open schools way before other universities, and they also have this tendency to start registrations way before other universities. So it tends to disadvantage many people, because like I have a lot of classmates who were like they registered here, but then they received a better offer in another university, but it was already too late because they'd already registered. So if you haven't registered yet and you just got the offer, wait a bit. Okay, I know that it's scary because UJ also does scare you a bit. I don't know if other universities do this, where on the offer they're like first come first serve, like space is not guaranteed, it could be filled up. So I get it if there's that anxiety. So it's up to you. Either you wait just like a couple of days, like 2-3 days, because other universities do tend out to need to give the offers late, or you could just register and then regret it later on. But you can also deregister as well, because I think they give you until, because we open in Feb, right? I think they give you until March to deregister. So don't be afraid to deregister if you do get a better course. Okay, cool. Another thing about UJ, it's not all that. Okay, I had to start with UJ is not all that. Like, I don't have other universities to compare it to, because I haven't been to other universities. I've only ever been to UJ, but it's not all that, y'all. Like, I get that many people be going there because it is one of the top universities in the country. I think Africa as well. Yes, Africa as well. I remember when it became the second best university, how much of a big deal it was on camp. But anywho, UJ is not all that. Okay, the place. I get it's very nice to flex and all that and be like, I'm a student at UJ, but I don't think it's all that. Okay. Okay. Ah, shit. Okay, so I'll start by saying that there is this. Um, After you register, you have to go get, like, I'm starting from the basics, you're like from the basics. So if you already have a student card, then yeah, you already know this. But after you register, you have to go get your student card, and then the student card, I think it's like, I don't know how long. I think the whole registration period you can get your student card. But another thing that you shouldn't freak out on, if you don't manage to get your student card before opening, it's not a big deal. You can get it after opening. Okay, they don't mind as long as you show up to school with your proof of registration. They will give you, they'll allow you to get in, and then you can go get your student card. Okay, and another thing about I'm starting with the basics, yo. You need to go, like, this is my advice, okay? On your timetable, I don't know if it's all UJ campuses. I think it's all, I'm not sure. But like, I'm at DFC, right? So on your timetable on Monday from 8 to 10, it's written assessment period, right? So when you go on your first day, you don't have to go at 8, okay? Don't do that, because I should have been 8. Because I didn't know what assessment period was. Okay, so from 8 to 10, it's written assessment period. And that means that when it's like assessment season, that's the time where most of your tests will take place. Okay, so since it's your opening day, you don't have a test, so you show up when it's time for your class. But what I would advise is that you show up an hour before the time for your class, so that you can go around the campus and find where your classes are. Okay, so you know where your class is, because the thing is, it's your first day, but they don't care. Okay, it's your first day, they don't care. These lecturers expect you to already know where your classes are, and of which I don't blame them, because you have time to explore. Okay, you should go on campus and do a tour of where your classes are, because there is like a 5 minute time frame for you to change in between classes. Okay, and some lecturers will use you as an excuse. Okay, as an example, sorry, they will use you as an example to show that, okay, no, I do not like latecomers, I will only accept you today because it's your first time, but when you arrive 5 minutes after the time the class is supposed to start, I will not let you in my class. And you knew you don't want to become the spotlight, so just make sure you arrive at least an hour, okay, at least an hour before your first class, so that you can explore, so you know where your classes are. You get me? Yes, because there are a lot of buildings that will have your class. It won't be just in one building, or it might be, I don't know, like I never had classes in one building for like the whole day. So you need to know, in this building, on this floor, my class is there and all that. Okay, so do arrive on time for your class. And then another thing about UJ, it's not good. Okay. Okay, let me not scare you, let me stop with that. Okay, another thing about like the buildings, on each floor there are like bathrooms on each side. Let me talk about DFC, for example. On each floor, in QK, let me talk about QK, because there's QK, John O and Lwazi. In QK, there are bathrooms on each side. On each floor, there are bathrooms on each side, like on the right side, on your right, on your left. I know on your right, on your left, south. There are bathrooms everywhere. Okay, so just look for the signs, because obviously there's the ones for the males and then for the females, but there are bathrooms literally everywhere. And then in those bathrooms, there are there's toilet paper, obviously, because there's toilet papers in the bathroom, so you don't have to worry about bringing your own, but just bring in case, because it's a government school. Okay, there's a huge possibility that there might not be toilet paper in there, but it's highly unlikely. Okay, there are always toilet papers in the bathrooms, and the bathrooms are clean, so make sure you leave it clean. Okay, you don't want to see your nasties in there. Okay, another thing about you, Jai. Like I talked about QK, but like all buildings have bathrooms on each floor. So, and then another thing is that nobody cares about you. I don't mean it like that, but I mean that don't be overly concerned on your appearance. You can risk to kill if you want to, but like don't be pressurized thinking that, oh, I won't fit in, I need a new wardrobe, I need to do this, I need a new hairstyle, I need to do that. No, be yourself. Okay, be yourself. Nobody's out there looking at you. What are you wearing, what are you doing? Because we're all here to study, and the course is most likely trapping all of us. Okay, so nobody's that worried about nobody's appearance. Okay, so the lecturers usually have this appointment times. Okay, lecturers usually have appointment times that if you're struggling, or if you just want to talk to them about something, there are usually appointment times for you to book an appointment and go see the lecturer. Okay, so they're usually appointment times, but some lecturers have this open door policy, which means you can just walk in at any time. Some lecturers will literally be like, if I'm there, you can come, and then I'll help you with whatever you want. Okay, and there are tutors too. Okay, so if you're struggling, first of all, there are tutorial sessions. On those tutorial sessions, sometimes you'll be doing tutorials, like the lecturer will give us questions and all that we do with the tutor, or it will be just a tutorial session where you approach the tutor with what you need help with. And the tutors also have tutor rooms. Okay, so if you are struggling with the coursework, you can just go see the tutor if you're afraid to approach the lecturer. Okay, so don't worry about your academics, there is plenty of help, and you can also ask from your classmates. That is recommended. Okay, like Yeah, because sometimes it's more easier to talk to your peers than to talk to the lecturer. Okay, so another thing I forgot to add is that there are shuttles. Like, I didn't know this. You might know this. I didn't know it. So there are shuttles that can take you from all campuses. Like, yes, you have access to all campuses. Okay, it doesn't matter if you are because UJ has 4 campuses, which is DFC, APB, APK, and Soweto. So let's say you're a student at APK, you can go to APB, you can go to DFC, you can go to Soweto. They don't restrict you. Your student card gives you the access to all 4 campuses, okay? And then the buses, the shuttles, like I'm saying, they give you access to all these campuses, okay? So the bus can take you from DFC to APB to APK to Soweto as well. Like, all the buses, they link campus to campus. Unfortunately, they don't stop like at malls or anything. They only, it's inter-campus. They don't stop anywhere else, so it just takes you to the campus. But you know what I do, because I learn at DFC, I'll take the bus to APK, and then from APK I can walk to campus square. You get me? So yes, that's an advantage, because I didn't know. What you just need to do is to just show them your card, and then they know, it just gives you access to the school, because they now know that you are a student. So they just see your card, and then they're like, go on. You don't pay, you don't nothing. The shuttles are there for free to transport you. You get me? Yes. Okay, so another thing that you might need to know is that there is a possibility that you will get homework. Okay, I know you're no longer in high school, you're so excited that you're not gonna get homework, but some lecturers do give you homework, okay? And some lecturers actually do check if you wrote the homework. Like, some don't, they expect you to be mature enough to do your work, because this is beneficial to you and not to them. So some do check, some don't check. Okay, but I do recommend you to do your homework, because that helps. Many lecturers will then use, those questions for your test and tutorials. Sometimes they use it like, they like set it in the same way as the questions you had for your homework. So do make sure, if you do get homework, do it. So there is a very likelihood that you might get homework. Just do your homework, okay? Because like, I did get homework my first year. I think my second year as well, but like, second year was rare. But yes, they do give you homework. And another thing that you need to know, you need to form circles, okay? You need to learn to talk to people, because there is this annoying practice they have in university of giving you group work, okay? It's group work for assignments, and you know what they do, yeah? Your assignment would weigh like 40% of your grade or 30%, and you need to do it in groups. So you need to learn to communicate from groups, all that, because a lot of your work will be in groups. I guess it makes sense, because in university you're a lot, and then they don't want to have a lot of things to mark. So yes, you are going to get group work, and I hate that. Okay, another thing about UJ as a whole, not just like university, about UJ is that they have, I don't know if all universities do this, but like, it was a shock to me, because we didn't have that in high school. You need to pass your semester with at least 40% in order for you to write exams. So if you do not get a 40% in that module, like everything combined, your test, tutorial test, assignments combined, if you do not get a minimum of 40% as your semester mark, you are not going to write your exam, and then it will officially be, a fail for that module. You're not continuing, you have to redo it again the following year. You get me? So you need to make sure you work, okay? Because you need to have a minimum of 40% for you to write an exam. It's a rule that I really don't like. I'm not gonna lie, because at least give me a chance. Like, I'm a changed person, I'm gonna pass the exam, and I did well. But yeah, they don't do that, and there's no excuses. So yeah. And another thing, the lecturer's word is law. Okay, some lecturers don't have assignments. Okay, so you're only relying on your tests for the semester, because not all modules have exams, some don't. So you only relying on your tests. There are no assignments. They decide on the weightings for the test as well, because yeah, if you didn't do this in high school, then in university, or UJ, I don't know if it's all universities, the tests have different weightings. So let's say your module has 3 tests, right? The first test could weigh like 30%, the second test could weigh like another 30, and then the last one could weigh 40%. You get me? So yes, lecturers have the power. Okay, and they have the support in UJ. Okay, lecturers have the support from the higher ups. You get me? They have the support from the higher ups, because I remember we had an issue with some lecturer, in first year, and then these people, like, we tried to approach the lecturer, but there was no change. Okay, and then they decided to approach the HOD in hope that the HOD might assist, right? But instead of the HOD taking our side and helping us, the HOD took the lecturer side. Okay, so the lecturer's word is law. Don't think you can bypass the lecturer by going, nah. Okay, it doesn't work like that. And then another thing about UJ is that, like I said, no, let me continue. There's something I missed with the lecturers. Okay, so with the lecturers, they have the opportunity. Let's say if your module didn't have an exam, they have the opportunity to decide if they want to give you guys a supplementary test or not. Okay, so let's say you had like a 49 in the module and you need to have a 50 to pass. The lecturer can decide if they want to give you a tutorial test or not. I mean, supplementary test or not. So if they don't, it's an automatic fail. It's so hard, y'all. Like, it's really painful to fail with just a percentage, just 1%, because many lecturers will not give you that 1%. Okay, which brings back to the fact that you need to attend, because what these lecturers do, they will take your attendance. Like, these people don't play. They will take your attendance and then check if you attended all classes, or at least like a lot of them, like the majority, like 90%. And then they'll decide if they can give you that 1%. Like, if you never attended your class, they just gonna look at you and be like, I'll see you next year. Okay, so, and then when it comes to the student center, I'm leaving the schoolwork just a bit. When it comes to the student center, there's everything at the student center. I mean, like, all ATMs are there for all banks, FNB, Absa, Capitec, all of them are there. Okay, so there are ATMs for each bank at the student center. And then you can also use your Fundi card there. And then there is also laptop shops, like electronics, phones, thingies. There is one there on campus. I think all campuses have one like that. And then you can buy using your Fundi card again. And then when it comes to textbooks, like in the beginning of the year, you will find that there are students who be selling their textbooks. Like, they'll like literally line them up close to the student centers, and then you can buy them, or you can buy from the stores. But if you want to use your Fundi card to buy outside, they are going to overcharge you. So keep that in mind. And then food at the student center is overpriced. So normalize bringing your lunchbox. I know you think, you're grown up, you don't want to take a lunchbox, but I recommend that you take your lunchbox. Because if you are to like add up the money you spend, it is not worth it. Okay, the food in student centers are very, very overpriced. So make sure you bring your own lunchbox. Okay. What else? I don't know, man. Like, university it's quite chill at UJ. Yeah, so just like I said, arrive on time. If they give you homework, do it. Phone groups, all that. So yes, I am most likely going to do a part 2, because I didn't write nothing down, so I think I left a lot of things. So yes, do make sure to subscribe. Comment what you need to know, what I need to do, if I need to do another video. Feel free to leave anything in the comments. Okay, so until next time.